Building a better marketing system, tactical considerations. I'm Bruce May, the founder of Bizperity and your instructor for this series. Our Building a Better Marketing System educational series is divided into 5 courses that explore the most important areas in digital marketing, including key best practices that you need to know to effectively market your business. 5 courses included are the customer journey, brand marketing basics, digital media strategies, marketing strategies, and building a marketing system. This course, Digital Media Strategies, includes 4 micro courses, 4 main digital marketing processes, owned audiences, tactical considerations, and 15 basic campaigns. This micro course, Tactical Considerations, includes the 7 micro lessons shown on the right: social media processes, content marketing processes, creating content for customer segments, basic automated processes, tagging processes in a CRM, managing conversions in the customer journey, and designing a campaign. This video covers our micro lesson social media processes. Social media processes are at the heart and center of digital marketing. Social media consumes much of the bandwidth that was dominated in the last century by network television. Everyone knows how social media works, but it's important that you get grounded in some of the fundamental aspects of social media from the viewpoint of an advertiser. Here are things that you should know as an advertiser about how advertising works in social media today. Just to be clear about the distinction between friends and followers, a friend is a two-way relationship where both parties can see each other's updates in their respective news feeds. You can share posts to the public or to your friends or to only certain friends that you select. You can also select friends and share a post with them directly in a way that they'll receive a message about the post. Once you create this list, you can use it over and over again, which is great for asking a select group to share your posts. So if you want to drive traffic to your business page, make a public post and share it with selected friends using the list I just described, and explicitly ask them to share it in their networks. A follower is a one-way relationship where only the follower can see your updates in their newsfeed. You can't see their newsfeed. People can't send a friend request to a business page. They can only be followers. They can also like your page and become a follower that way. Your business page feed is always public. But even if they don't follow your business page, you can still share business posts with your friends by selecting them individually, as we'll see in a minute. When you share a post from your business page with friends, whether or not they're followers of your business page, it may appear in their newsfeed depending on the Facebook delivery algorithm, or they may see it in your profile page. They don't receive a notice that you ask them to share the post unless you specifically use one of the key methods to make that happen. But you can share with selected friends using that list I described, which is a convenient way to send a post to a group of selected friends very quickly. The 3 best ways to build an audience are by asking people to share your posts, by posting links to valuable content, or by running ads. There are 3 ways to help friends see your posts. If you want to ensure a friend or a colleague sees your post so they can share it, tag them in the post and they'll get a notification. Or send the post via Messenger and it will appear in their Messenger inbox. Or add a comment to your own post and mention them by name. They will receive a notice that they were mentioned and they can click on the post where they can see your comment. These are all good ways to get a select group of friends to help share your post to build your business page audience. Asking friends to share your business post is one of the 3 best ways to build an audience, and here's why. Anytime a friend shares a post in their network, your reach is greatly expanded. In Facebook, the average number of friends is about 300, but for active daily users, it's greater, between 500 and 1,000. In LinkedIn, highly active users have 1,000 or more contacts, and active users who network and post have between 5,000 and 10,000 or even more contacts. I have one colleague who has 25,000 LinkedIn followers. When you group the idea or I'm sorry, when you grasp the idea that their networks can see your posts when they share, you can see how this can exponentially increase the number of people who can see your posts when your friends or colleagues share them. Here's how it works. This is how social networks are usually depicted as a linear series of connections from one person to another. But this is misleading because it implies that posts are shared from one friend to another, one at a time. It doesn't work that way. When someone shares your post in their network, they share it with everyone in their network all at once. Some estimates suggest that there are anywhere from 10 to 30% of users will see your post from a single share. If the content is compelling, that can go up to over 50%. If you have friends or colleagues in your network with 500 or more friends of their own, they could reach anywhere from 20 to 250 friends. Typically, only your closest friends or colleagues will share your content. But if you have 20 people who share your posts, that's between 400 and 5,000 users you could reach. For small local businesses, that is significant. And of course, some people have much larger networks ranging in size from 1,000 to several thousand in Facebook, and even tens of thousands in LinkedIn. So even if you're only asking 20 of your closest friends and colleagues to share your posts, their reach can combine into hundreds or even thousands of users. The key to making this work, of course, is to have compelling content. The smart way to network is not to build a large network of your own, but to build relationships strategically so you can acquire some close friends who have large networks. These kinds of relationships are not built overnight. You need to be active in your community, either in a local community or a community built around a common interest or a profession, and focus on building relationships that are valuable to you. Then return that value in kind. Local communities have great organizations you can join, like a Chamber of Commerce, a Rotary Club, or other business organizations. And they also have great nonprofit organizations that you can volunteer with. Professional organizations offer similar opportunities for the right people. In all these cases, the best way to build strategic relationships and provide value in return is by getting actively involved with the organizations you join. Don't just be a passive participant. People discover your personal value when you participate. Posting links to valuable content is possible, even possibly better, particularly if it addresses the needs, concerns, and challenges of your target market. This can help drive prospects into your customer journey. Curating content is the best way to quickly create content for this purpose. Read blogs, journals, and any other source of information related to your business and share the best information you find with your network. And double up on your reach by asking friends and colleagues to share your posts with those links. The best way to build audience is by running ads, driving traffic to your content, your business page, or your website, because you can reach so many more people this way. Be sure and watch our videos on our micro course, Custom and Owned Audiences, to see the best practices for building audience. You may recall that we said that any business, when it first starts up, should invest ad dollars in building audience. It builds brand awareness for your business in the community and seeds your audiences throughout the customer journey, so you can continuously expand them to increase your reach to prospects and customers. Social posts and content marketing drive members of your target market into your owned audience with content that entices, educates, and entertains. Your basic audience strategy is to build relationships and grow your owned audience and your brand in the community and in your social networks. Members of your social network enter your owned audience when they follow your personal profile for your business page. This includes people already in your social network. In Facebook, friends are automatically followers. In both Facebook and LinkedIn, people in your personal network must separately click to follow your business page. When you set up a business page in social media, you want to attract followers to build your own audience. You own this audience because they remain in the social media database as your followers, where they can be narrowed down to better mirror your target market. And many live, and many live in your CRM database, where you have captured them through various campaigns. Business page followers are easy to reach because they receive organic posts from your business page, and they can be included in your social media campaigns. As we've seen, you indirectly combine saved audiences in Facebook based on demographics, interests, and behaviors with custom audiences. You do this indirectly by selecting the same demographics, interests, and behaviors, which Advantage Plus audience will use as signals to identify similar audience members. This technique can combine audiences already in your CRM with users who have engaged with your posts with likes, comments, or shares, or who have visited your website. And you can also combine this with users based on demographics, interests from thousands of specific interests, which you can search for in Facebook audience setup, and behaviors, which is a strange mix of largely unrelated items, which you can see in Facebook ad setup as well. And you can use Advantage Plus audience to automatically expand audience you give it to work with to grow your audiences. So you'll have new users that can join more narrowly defined audiences throughout the customer journey. Followers find you when they click on an ad or when another follower shares your content with them. In our video lessons on owned and custom audiences, we made a distinction between owned audiences that you control and social media audiences that are owned by an ad platform like Facebook or LinkedIn. But this is just one way of looking at how these audiences relate to each other. Certainly, the control you have over your audience in your CRM is far greater than it is in Facebook or LinkedIn, primarily for privacy reasons. But on another level, you can think of all these audiences as owned audiences in the sense that you can narrowly define and reach them when you want to. This stands in contrast to traditional mass audiences like TV and radio that push your ads out to everyone in the audience without narrowing that audience down based on their interests or interactions with your business. It is the ability to narrow down a much larger audience to individuals that mirror your target market that make online audiences so valuable in marketing. And this narrowing down can continue as individuals engage with you and even join your list of contacts in your CRM. This narrowing effect occurs throughout the customer journey as prospects and customers move through the different audiences at specific key conversions. It is the fact that you own the profile data of your contacts in your CRM that make them the ultimate owned audience. But all online audiences are somewhat owned because you can narrow them down to align them with your target market. This is especially true for custom audiences in Facebook or matched audiences in LinkedIn because you can retarget them with ads. And you can combine audience segments with each other, as we've just been describing, and with other types of audiences by selecting similar characteristics. This is a powerful technique, so don't overlook it. LinkedIn and Facebook have comparable features when it comes to creating audiences and tracking users. The main difference is the nature of the people on the platform. Facebook is primarily for personal use. LinkedIn is primarily for business professionals. So think B2C versus B2B. Consumer signals are stronger in Facebook, as you would expect, and professional signals are stronger in LinkedIn. But otherwise, both platforms have very similar features and capabilities. And remember, Facebook is full of people who also have careers, so you can reach them if you're a B2B business. One great behavior to target is Facebook business admins, if they represent a business that's in your target market. Consider the following objectives when designing non-promotional and promotional content for all types of campaigns at different stages in the customer journey. We saw these in our video Digital Media Strategy Basics and our micro course Owned and Custom Audiences. Here we're going to connect these secondary objectives to stages in the customer journey. Brand building in a social context supports brand marketing. Audience building in your target market and relationship building within a larger community support the early stages of the customer journey. Encouraging user engagement and promoting new content support mid stages of the customer journey. Creating dialogue with audience members, and creating direct responses supports mid and late stage customer journeys. Collecting detailed profile information and driving traffic to specific audiences with ad campaigns supports customer segmentation, which is necessary to optimize campaign performance across multiple campaigns. And selling with product ads supports late stage conversions in the customer journey. Now, these are all secondary digital media objectives, and they're in alignment with campaigns that target specific stages in the customer journey and customer segmentation, which is crucial to the overall performance of your marketing system. So you don't have to actively think about in achieving these secondary objectives. You achieve them automatically when you create campaigns that target these different stages in the customer journey. But just be aware that those things are happening. While these are secondary objectives that you achieve in many different campaigns, the key to creating successful campaigns lies in designing content to achieve a specific objective connected to a single conversion in the customer journey. Our 15 basic campaigns make connecting a specific objective to a single conversion in the customer journey simple and easy to do. We'll show you how that works at the end of this micro course in tactical considerations and our video designing campaigns. This completes our micro course, Social Media Processes. Next time, we'll cover content marketing processes. See you next time on Building a Better Marketing System. Thank you for joining us.